What is up, guys? How's it going? Welcome back to another unboxing showcase review. We definitely have here the new Target exclusive G.I. Joe Classified Series Bazooka Tiger Force edition. Of course, this is one of my favorite figures. There's a backstory to this, of course. I actually had the Tiger Force Bazooka when I was a kid, and I absolutely loved it. The white jersey was what did it for me. Yes, it's not the classic, red jersey that we're normally used to from Bazooka, but the Tiger Force one was my favorite because that's the one I owned when I was a kid. So this here, I absolutely love it. The fact that we got this one first, who would have thought that I would have gotten this one right away? Instead, I mean, granted, I probably would have picked up the red one when it did come out, but I have the white one, so it's a possibility I may pass on the red one. We'll see what happens. But here we go. We have David L. Bazooka Katzenbogen. Never even knew his name. Of course, I mean, we all know them by their code names. So here we go. We have Bazooka going on. If you checked out my live stream, I did open them up, but I am doing this so you guys can see what it's all about. We're going to take a look and see what everything comes with inside the figure. So let's take a look. And here we go. There is everything. Look at that. Let's unbox this guy because it is an amazing figure. All right, guys, here we have everything out of the packaging, and it's everything that we basically just need for him. Every accessory is right here laid out, and I love it. I mean, this is a great figure to me. There are some new things, of course, to see here because this is the first time, or at least in my, I'm pretty sure, I can't remember. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the first time we're actually seeing this diaphragm articulation in a G.I. Joe Classified Series figure. So let's actually just go over the accessories so we can take a look at the figure next. So we have here the missiles going on. They're all in this green plastic color. So of course, I wish there could have been a little bit more done with these missiles in regards to maybe some paint. That would have been nice. But I understand it's just the green color. We can all deal with that, of course. And it does come with 4 of them. All in the same sculpt. So at least there is some sculpt into it, as you can see. You can see all the lines going on. So everything pretty much will be perfectly fine in terms of a missile. And here we go. We have the bazooka itself. This is actually pretty cool. Very, very nicely sculpted too. It's done very well. This, of course, is the front, as you can see here with the handle and the trigger. Here's the extra handle as well. It has this strap, which is nice to see, but I hate these plastic straps because they're going to do nothing for you. Yeah, there might be a moment where you could put them over its shoulder, but I think it's useless. I'd rather just have like some kind of like soft goods strap. That would be great. It's got a nice handle up here as well. There's a padding that's on both sides that wraps on, well, yeah, it's just on both sides, as you can see. And of course, this is a cool, neat effect right here. I think you can add like a muzzle flash right into this spot, so that would be actually pretty cool. And then this does twist open, so you can insert a missile in there. You can see that it is hollow, so that missile can go all the way in, or you can just, have some action shots of him, inserting the missile like so. So you could do that. Or, of course, on the other end, you can have that missile just jetting out like so, or you can push it in all the way if you wanted to. And I mean, can you do it all the way? Oh no, that is the end point. That's the end point. So it can go as that far. But that's still pretty cool that you can do that. It would have been nice, maybe it's like a smoke effect coming out and you can insert it that way. That would have been a pretty cool effect. But we got 4 missiles, can do what we want. You could just have that like so. And here we have the backpack all in one single color. That's unfortunate. I mean, you could have added a little bit more extra paint because this is just the green plastic. Even like with the straps and the buckles here, you could have added a little bit more paint to just kind of, add some depth to it. But it is what it is. It's more of like this straight edge backpack, because these are the 4 slots where we can insert the individual like bazooka missiles, which sorry, I thought it can go in further. So there you go. You can just drop it in here like so, and there you have it. The last accessory we have is the helmet. Look at that. There is some wash to it, because you can see it within the sculpt here and the lines. But it is just red. At least I have the brown strap right there that goes around, and of course the chin strap here. Not too bad, all brown. So this is basically a brown plastic, and then it's painted red over top. So let's outfit these accessories as well. We can just place that right over top, and we got that helmet going on right there. Oh, I forgot to mention, even with outfitting him, and let me just stand him up properly, you can utilize these hooks right here. I forgot about all that. You can utilize these hooks here to place the bazooka, so that way he doesn't have to hold it all the time. So that's a nice added touch to it. I like that, actually. This is actually really smart. So I appreciate that, the fact that that was done. So we can actually have that held on to. Now, just inserting it into that back peg slot right there, and there you have it. He is now outfitted, ready to go. Not too bad. I love the look, of course. It's awesome. But let's check out the paint and sculpt, because this is a great sculpt that we have for Bazooka. I'm going to take the helmet off so we can kind of get a better look and see everything up close. So continuing with paint and sculpt, look at that. Look at that face sculpt. That is awesome. Look at that smirk that he's got going on. And the paint is great too. He's got the dark hair, right? And there's his eyebrows, his mustache, which is amazing. The digital paint that they placed for the eyes, very well done. And you know, they did color his lips so they can distinguish from the rest of his face, and you can see the cheekbones, everything, the structure. You can see the frown in his brow, which is awesome. It looks great. Really, really awesome. I love it. This really looks really cool. There is a little bit off with the paint. You can see how the brown didn't go all the way on the mustache, but to be honest, that's better than what I saw from the other figures that I saw in the pegs, because some of the paint was pretty bad. So I was able to pick out the best one. We have the white jersey with some orange and some blue. Everything looks really good. You can see the certain lines and the stress lines. That looks nice. So it's a very fitted jersey shirt that's going on. He's got the sleeves too going on, which does separate with the bicep. So it is a separate piece. So that's not too bad. That's pretty well done. On the back, when we take this off, it's just all white. Nothing different. More stress lines to show the clothing. He's got this separate belt. Nothing is really attached to it, so it can ride up like so. And then with the pants, that's a missed opportunity with this belt as well, because they just left it all green. And then we got these stripes, the yellow stripes, that is more familiar with it, but there is some good texture. These legs, I believe, are, oh man, who has these legs? Someone has these legs that I just can't recall. I only say that because there's pins here, so I'm assuming these aren't new legs, and I just can't recall who they are. The boots, they look pretty new to me. I don't remember seeing these boots, but he's got these pretty nice boots, and they're all just painted one color, the brown color, of course. So there you have that. Paint and sculpt, I still love it. I mean, it's truly Bazooka, as you can see. But it's still really awesome. Look at that. Look at the texture. That is awesome. This is also a bad thing though. I can't believe I skipped over this. The elbow, you can see that. That's a different color. I don't know why a lot of the GI Joe classifieds are like this, where it's just a different color. You know, Marvel Legends is the same way too. It's just a different color. It's unfortunate. In some lighting, you can get it to where it's blended in okay, but unfortunately the elbows are a different color. All right, and going over articulation, let's start off with the head, of course. The head, we can turn side to side. The neck can come with it because it is a separate piece. You can see the neck moving with it, but you can separate that as well. You can get a little bit of tilt as well, so not too bad. Of course, he can look up only so far. There's not that much gappage in there, so I mean, it's still pretty good, but you can still look up pretty well. If you lean back on the diaphragm, I'm sure you can get him up there really far. Looking down is just bringing the neck down as well. I can't get that extra like notch to make him look down. I think it's like a dumbbell joint. Yep, there you go. That's the dumbbell joint. There's not much movement. You can see that there's no cut, no extra cut in there, so it's only going to move as far as where the neck is. So that neck, luckily the neck is a separate piece, so you can help him move that head the way you need it to go. So that's with the head. We do have the butterfly joints. Not a lot of movement, but at least it has some. We do have the butterfly joints, which is practically a staple for G.I. Joe. We have the upper bicep swivel. This is not really a separate piece. This feels like a separate piece, but it doesn't go anywhere. And then, of course, we have the double jointed elbow, and it is pinless, so that's really nice. The wrist articulation, this is up and down, which is really good. This one is also up and down because they always come with trigger fingers. They really don't come with extra hands. Now, the diaphragm joint. The diaphragm joint, unfortunately, that's as far back as it goes. I was hoping for better, but it doesn't go back very far. With the waist, the ball waist, it does help because you can move that ball waist and make him look back further, but the diaphragm itself doesn't go very far. Crunching forward, if we keep that ball waist straight, that's as far as it goes there. So it's a little bit, not a lot, but it's got a lot of rotating tilt that helps a little bit more. So I mean, it's a nice, they did a good job with it, but not the best. So then we have the ball waist, which we love the ball waist. We can do all the turns that we need to and the shifting, and it will help move that crunch a lot further as well. Not the best, but it helps. We do have the drop down hips. You can see that right there. We have an upper thigh cut. We have a double jointed knee. It is pinned though. We have the boot cut swivel right there. The foot can go forward. I'm pretty sure it can go forward pretty far. Yeah, look at that. And then it can go back pretty far as well. And of course the pivot like so with the peg holes at the bottom of the feet. So there you go with articulation. All right, starting off with some comparisons, we're going to start off with a Black Series Obi-Wan Kenobi. And here we have a Mythic Legions Gladiator builder. And here we have a McFarlane Toys Superman. And I have here one of my Mezco Gomez figures. And with Marvel Legends, I grabbed the Vulcan figure just because it's a newer body. The newer bodies are a little bit bigger, so comparing it with G.I. Joe is definitely a much better use. And last, I have him here with Sergeant Slaughter and his other counterpart of Tiger Force. We have Outback. All right, guys, there you have it. There we have Bazooka, Target exclusive G.I. Joe Classified Series, Tiger Force series. So I really do like the figure. It is great. It's a great use of this character's whole charisma, everything about him. I just love this Bazooka figure. I mean, maybe I'm just because I'm biased. I had this character when I was a kid, and this overall look of this Tiger Force look of Bazooka is awesome to me. Yes, I do have my gripes. You heard my gripes of what we have going on, especially with the paint apps with the elbows. I wish he had a little bit more extra accessories, like maybe a handgun. That would have been cool too. But you know, the articulation is still pretty much classified series articulation. That diaphragm joint needs a little bit more work, so we can get a little bit more ab crunch in there. But those are my little gripes here and there. Overall, aesthetically, this is Bazooka. Awesome figure. Still really happy to have him in my collection. But let me know what you guys think. I would greatly appreciate it. Let me know in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe. We're on our way to 5,000 subscribers, so please help me out with that. I would greatly appreciate it. But thank you guys so much for checking out the video. Hope to hear from you soon. Hope to see you on the next hunt.